understanding what I'm talking to you. You understand exactly what I'm saying. So why? Because of the way how I talk.
But a lot of people might
It's
not.
not professional.
If you go in a room, right? If you and we gonna get to it, y'all.
Yeah, yeah.
If you go in a room, right, if you go in a room trying to conduct business, right, you're not going to go in a room say, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm saying, because a lot of people in those rooms might not understand, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. You can go in there and say, you know what I mean, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, it don't have to be big vocabulary, but you can pronunciate, or you can
Right.
You can say words that mean
I agree
something
with you.
instead of saying, yeah, I mean,
I
yeah, I'm
agree.
saying. A lot of people might not understand that.
I
Even if you are handling it professionally,
Yeah.
certain people might not understand that. That's why I say it's etiquette.
No, I agree. Listen, I want you to understand, I don't disagree another what you're saying. What I'm saying is like that is because of people do feel uncomfortable and people whatever. But just because you say, yeah, I mean, doesn't mean somebody don't understand what you're fully talking about. They probably get like, what do you mean by yeah, I mean? But they get your whole conversation because you are speaking English in between.
That's not English.
When you say yeah, I mean, that's not English. I get that. But when you're talking, you're not just saying y'all mean, do a whole conversation. You will talk in English like we are talking English and they understand, but you might throw out like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, they might not understand that, but they still get what your conversation, they still understand your conversation. What I'm saying is, if somebody feels uncomfortable and they feel an uncomfortable way of how you talk in that sense, then I get it. But I'm saying that why do you should feel? I have talked to a lot of people with accents and speaking different language that I didn't understand certain things of how they talk in their way, but I get the conversation.
But you still left uncertain of what they're saying. You can still get a conversation, but you still may be confused as far as the communication part, which may leave you like, I understand, but I don't understand at the same time. You don't want to be left not understanding, but you understand. Like, yo, I get it, but then I don't, because the communication barrier just wasn't there. Like, and that's what you don't want to leave room for interpretation. Yo, I don't want somebody to interpretate, yeah, I mean, when I know I can communicate that better.
Yeah, but if you want to get a professional, everybody sense. Got their culture. Everybody get into people's culture. Everybody go and they get into people's culture to learn. But like, oh, this is the way they talk and this whatever. Oh, okay, that's what they mean. That's what this like. It's always a language and different language of a different culture that people have, and just because you don't understand that different language, that culture, doesn't make that culture any less professional than any other culture. You just doesn't understand it. That's where I'm coming from. I should not feel any type of way just because I either didn't ask or I didn't even want to know or care too enough to understand or know another person's culture. That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be a problem for somebody, even though it is. And because it is, you have to go about it in that way. We have to go about it in a vocabulary way. And that's why I say I agree with you saying. I'm not saying that discluded that we don't need to do that. What I'm talking about is it shouldn't be that way, but it is that way, but it shouldn't be. We should respect and understand there are different cultures and try to understand other ones. Why do people speak in slang from that environment? Why is that less of a problem? That's the way they speak. That's the way how we speak. That's our environment. That's our culture. Why do that just because something we created be unprofessional? It shouldn't even matter because everybody got a different ethic and different culture. Why our culture have to be less? Why our culture have to be?
Yeah, why? But we about to get. I said this 1,000 times. Listen, sometimes you might have to leave your culture in the background for a little bit to conduct business.
Yeah, that's how this world is, and I agree.
Sometimes you might have to do that.
I agree.
That's just on all levels.
It shouldn't be like that. You have to. That's what it is.
Yeah, I was about to say, and that's how you gotta move.
That's all I was talking about. I wasn't disagreeing. None of you saying, I agree with everything you saying. I'm just talking about it shouldn't be that way. That's all I feel.
Listen, man, we got a great show for y'all, man. Make sure y'all tap into hypewave91.com. Make sure y'all tap into the YouTube channel at DSTV103. Make sure y'all tap into the TikTok at Holla at Your Boy Pod. You already know, man. We got a great show lined up, man.
For more clips, make sure you visit the YouTube channel at DSTV103 for the full video, man. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel at DSTV103, man. You already